Good morning. I'd like to welcome you to our Spring Federal Programs and Title I update. I'm Vince Frostegg, Director of Teaching and Learning and Federal Programs at Pelham City Schools. We wanted to take this time to just give you a brief update on where we spent our federal money over the last year and some plans we have for the 21-22 school year, including how we'll spend our CARES money. We wanted to wrap up our 2020-2021 school year by asking for parent input. Ms. Cindy Smith had a virtual parent chat last month. The link is still available on our Facebook and our school websites. And then we also have the parent and stakeholder feedback survey, which is an annual survey. It's also available on the website, and you can find that link if you're a member of Ms. Cindy Smith's Parent Remind. We also want to look ahead at our goals for next year and talk about how Pelham City Schools is planning to use our CARES money. Pelham City Schools, all of our schools are school-wide Title I programs, and we just wanted to remind you that Title I provides funds to schools and school systems with high percentages of poverty, and that we must use this money to help ensure that all children meet our challenging state academic standards and our student achievement standards. To be a Title I school, schools must have a poverty level of at least 35%. Schools must use programs and materials that have been proven to provide achievement results, and parents must be allowed to be involved in the decision-making process. Over the last year, we've worked hard to ensure that we spend our Title I and federal programs money in ways that will help us keep a continuum of services that our students and staff are used to. That included making changes due to COVID-19 and our hybrid schedule. We're going to continue to focus on goals that improve academic achievement and ensuring we provide welcoming and positive learning environments. Over the last year, we've paid for the following projects with Title I and other federal programs money. That includes our software purchases that our students use both in and out of school, iStation, USA Test Prep, MemBean, IXL, and the ESL library. We paid for a class size reduction teacher at the elementary school to keep those class sizes low. Intervention staff at all three schools were paid for through Title I money. We also used that money to purchase some instructional technology, which included the Chromebooks, laptops, desktops, and iPads. And as always, Title I paid for a large supply of our instructional supplies and materials over the last year. Each year, Pelham City Schools receives money from Title I, Title II, Title IV, and Title V. To give us a little more flexibility with how we spend our money, we transfer our Title II and Title IV funds into Title I, and Title V remains a separate funding source. For next year, our goals will be to continue to focus on improving our academic achievement in our core subjects. We'll continue to create positive learning environments and support our PBIS initiatives. And we want to continue to provide opportunities for parents and community stakeholders to give feedback. Next year, we'll be using our Title I and Title V money to hire support staff and interventionists at all three of our schools. We'll continue to purchase software that our teachers and students have come to rely on. We'll provide professional learning opportunities for our staff. We'll purchase instructional supplies and materials for teacher use. CARES Act funds are the federal funding that was awarded to school systems through Congress. There are three pots of CARES money that we've been awarded since September of 2020. The first is CARES 1 that we received in the fall of 2020. That money has primarily already been used, and it was used to support our health and cleaning efforts, including paying custodial staff and janitorial staff that came in and cleaned when schools were closed. We also used that money to purchase the actual cleaning supplies. We're currently budgeting for our CARES 2 and CARES 3 funds, which we were awarded in the spring, and that will be used over the next year. For CARES 3, Congress allocated that 20% of that money has to be used specifically to address learning loss. We will use much more than 20% to address learning loss and deficits that have come up over the last year. As a matter of fact, over half of our money will address only learning loss. So we'll spend a majority of that money to hire additional staff members to keep our class sizes low. We'll hire additional interventionists and support staff to help students who've fallen behind. We'll hire academic coaches to provide professional learning to teachers. We'll continue to provide our teachers with materials to assist students who need extra help in reading and math. We'll also use some of this money for resources, professional learning, and instructional materials that will support social and emotional learning that will address some of the mental health issues that have arisen during COVID-19. We'll use this money to pay for the cost of summer school and after school. We'll use this money to pay for the cost to maintain our core instructional programs in reading and math and to provide training on those programs to our new teachers. We will continue to purchase cleaning materials to sanitize our buses and our hallways, and we'll continue and we'll make purchases to update our older technology to bring it up to newer standards. That includes laptops, iPads, tablets, things that students use in their classes. CARES Act funds are the federal fund. Other things for next year, we will be allowing volunteers back into our building. If you're interested in volunteering either for the first time or restarting a volunteer commitment, you can contact Cindy Smith. Her phone number and email are on the screen in front of you. And all students will return to school 5 days a week with the first day of school Monday, August the 2nd. If you have any concerns about your child's schedule, please reach out to the school's administration and work with them on what works best for your child. Finally, if you have any questions related to our title programs or our federal programs, you can contact any of us in the Department of Teaching and Learning and we'll answer questions for you. My email is on the screen in front of you, and so is Cindy Smith, who is our Parent and Family Engagement Coordinator. I want to thank you for watching our federal programs and Title I update for the spring. As always, we'd love to hear from you if you have feedback, questions, or concerns. And we hope that you are ready for a nice summer with your students, and we'll see you in August. Thank you.